It's the Queen of Spades, coming at your juggler. Mouth sealed with duct tape, 1, 2, check up. Quantum bombs will knock your chin and twist your neck and buck your head off. I'm from a whole other dimension, born killers. We assassinated us, complete obliteration. The dead walk at dawn, and we nearly raised you. We pulled you into parts so we can dissect them. Transmuted all the bullshit that ripped you back together. However, niggas really try to fuck with me. They not knowing who I be. All they know is that I'm married. My rhymes is bloody to the 3rd degree. Like your neck on my guillotine, we murdering the beat. Barbara, oh Barbara, it's far too many of us dying. Peace and bright blessings, guys. It's your Queen of Spades coming through. I hope all is well with all of my royals. All is well with me. Today I've decided to do another reading. This reading will be on Andrea Kelly. I have so many questions about the entire case and situation. Like, I've gotten, the gist of a lot of things that have happened over time. Like, you guys, I've seen news stories. I've seen multiple testimonies on the situation from many different people. The other women that are claiming to be victims of R. Kelly. And some of them, there's like a couple of them, I don't know if they were really victims or not, but the majority of them, I believe their stories. But then there's some things about Andrea Kelly that made me feel drawn to do a reading on her because, she actually was with R. Kelly for a period of time. They married, they had children together, and she said that she was pretty much done the same way that the girls that he was with were done, which was, locked in a room with, not able to use the restroom when she wants to. So if this type of story and case makes you feel squeamish in any way, it's going to make you feel sickly, you might want to click off now, and I will see you all in the next video. But for those of you who are still with me, I have some questions to ask, and I'm determined to get answers for them. So without further ado, let's get going. First question: was Andrea Kelly also a victim to R. Kelly? Okay, that's a yes. One second, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. I always forget to mute my notifications. So, okay, we're back at it. Okay, so the first question was Andrea Kelly really a victim to R. Kelly also? And that was a yes. Okay, so the next question is, and I wrote this as if I didn't know the answers to any of these questions. So some questions may repeat a little bit. Some of them may contradict other questions asked, but either way, we're getting to the answers. Okay. Is Andrea Kelly pretending to be a victim now so that she doesn't get charged too, just like R. Kelly? Okay. So that's a no. Can you guys see that? Can't see it. That's a no. Okay. Um, did Andrea Kelly at any time willfully assist R. Kelly in his doings towards the other girls? Okay. That's a yes. Okay. Did did Andrea Kelly witness everything that R. Kelly has been accused of doing in the houses happening while she was there? Okay, that's a yes. Okay, is she by chance telling this story now because she desires a financially sustainable outcome? Okay, that's a no. Okay. Um, okay. The next question is a tarot card question. Okay, why did Andrea Kelly stay as long as she did in the relationship with R. Kelly? Why did she stay as long as she did in the relationship with R. Kelly? Can you give me a 3 card pull, please, Spirit? Why did she stay as long as she did? Mm, okay. Mm, wow. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Okay. Any other messages, Spirit? Thank you for the ones you gave. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Any others? Any other messages, Spirit, for why Andrea Kelly stayed as long as she did in the relationship with R. Kelly? Mm, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Okay, guys.
So the energy is very interesting here. The very first card that popped out was the Hanged Woman. Okay. The next card that popped up was the Death card. Hmm. Hmm. The Hierophant popped up next. The next card that popped up was the Five of Pentacles. Hmm. Makes a lot of sense. The last card that popped up was the Strength card. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, so I think that I feel that the reason why, where is it? Okay. The Hanged Woman came up first, and I feel like in her marriage with R. Kelly, a lot of times she felt as if she was just hanging in the balance while all these different things were happening around her. She did not feel in control, and she definitely felt like death needed to come to this situation. It needed to end, um, which is why she ultimately left as well. Yeah, so that answers the next question. The Hierophant is usually a person that sits and learns, kind of like, I want to say kind of like an apprentice, but they're not exactly an apprentice. Um, they're on a throne all on their own. But um, they let their observation of others be their teacher of lessons. It also represents a card of marriage and family life. Yeah, yeah. She was going off of tradition, where marriage was concerned, tradition, and basically, you stay married till death do you part. But in this marriage, she felt like that. At some point, she felt like that just couldn't happen between the two of them. She had to leave. She had to move on. Um, yeah, so the Hierophant is on the throne on its own, by its own right. But I'm not sure why I'm getting this feeling, but it also kind of felt like it feels like she got in this marriage because maybe she felt forced to, in a sense. She got in this marriage. My eyes are watering. She got in this marriage not just because she loved him and wanted to start a family with him, but I'm getting, and it could be because of pregnancy. It could be because maybe she got pregnant before marriage and she felt that they needed to now get married and stick it out through thick and thin, because now she's carrying this baby of his. um, yeah, and she was determined to stay with him and make it work, but the Five of Pentacles definitely tells of financial troubles and financial instability. um, I think she saw certain things about him, and it kind of sparked her to start thinking as to, why she was staying in the marriage as well. Um, a lot of it is because of programming, you know, till death do you part. But there were some things that she saw of him that she didn't like and didn't agree with, and she found the strength. Yeah, which is why the strength card popped out. She found the strength to leave him and carry on in her life. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Okay. So the next question is, why did she leave? I feel that was answered. Ooh. Princess of Cups tried to pop out. Yeah, she had aspirations and dreams that ended up kind of being put on hold, or even being stopped, coming to a stop while she was with R. Kelly. And, she had goals and dreams and things that she wanted to pursue as well. Okay. Next question is a pendulum question. Okay. In her recent interviews about R. Kelly, and by recent I mean within the last few years or so, in her recent interviews about R. Kelly, is she being deceptive in her information about him? Okay, that's no. Yeah, that's a no. Okay. Um, okay. Did Andrea Kelly know about um, or have knowledge of the priestess that R. Kelly hired on to take the other girls' bodily fluids to use um, in doing domination work on them? And she would, at one point, she was his wife, so I could see that. That's a yes. Okay. Uh, was this same method also used on Andrea Kelly? Like, that's what I'd like to know. Okay. That's a no. Okay. Did she know that there was a whole sex trafficking ring of other men and women in high society working along with R. Kelly? That's a yes. All right. Okay. So, Spirit, show me Andrea Kelly's part to play in this entire R. Kelly case, please. Show me Andrea Kelly's part to play, please. Mm, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Two more, please. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Um, one more, Spirit. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So the first card that popped up was the Princess of Swords. Okay. Next card that popped up was the Five of Wands. Okay. Next card that popped out was the Six of Pentacles. Okay. The last card was Death. Okay. Okay. So she was, in most cases, very direct with him about, um, conveying her thoughts and feelings on, their marriage and his personal activities with these other women and girls. Yeah, there was a lot of fighting and arguing, and yeah, he was very abusive towards her because he didn't want her to talk, he didn't want her to speak, he didn't want her to state anything about what he was doing. So that led to physical violence. He couldn't overpower her verbally, so he would shut her up physically. Um, Whereas at one point, when they first started talking and dating, um, she was very secure. Um, I know that she was a background dancer at one point, and then she became a background dancer for R. Kelly. That's how they met. Yeah, and then the relationship ended, but that old part of her that wanted to stay with him in a relationship and marriage and family life died. Um, yeah, she died and she was reborn um, suddenly with the strength to see herself and to want to have the willpower to want to get out of that relationship and that situation with him. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. What is the next one? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Show me her overall intentions while she was in the relationship with R. Kelly. Show me her overall intentions when she was in her relationship, her marriage with R. Kelly. Show me her overall intentions, please, Spirit. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Two more, please. Mm. Mm. Thank you, Spirit. Any other messages? Ooh. Okay, thank you, Spirit. First card that popped out was the Star. Okay. Next card that popped out was the Three of Swords. Okay. The next card was the Three of Wands. Okay. And the last card was Judgment. Okay. So it's a couple of different ways to look at this. Okay. So with our Kelly Star already on an incline, an uprise, she wanted to, continue being a rising star as well in her lane, as a dancer, as an entertainer, as a background dancer. Three of Swords. Um, yeah, she she didn't even mind if he was to have like a woman on the side because she knew that lots of women would be throwing themselves at him. She knew that he'd be on the road a lot. So she didn't mind if there was another woman as long as that woman played her position and knew her place. Um, because, she really loved R. Kelly and she saw that, he could possibly help her career along even. So yeah, she thought that, it'd be like maybe one or two women on the side and they would just be when she wasn't around, when she wasn't on the road with him and things like that. Yeah, Three of Wands and the Judgment. Yeah. Yeah, she was definitely starting to feel like she was in a third party situation that was beyond even what she had imagined. And by third party, I mean like the multiple women he started seeing and being with. Um, she definitely ended up passing judgment on him, um, especially once she saw the different things that he was into. And also because of how he treated her, she began to pass judgment on him and his character and how he did things and how he moved with not just her but others as well. Um, yeah, that kind of soured her. Well, not kind of that soured her against wanting to continue on in a relationship slash family life situation with him because of his extracurricular activities with all of these other women, which is why she ultimately left. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Okay. Spirit, please show me Andrea Kelly's most current thoughts and feelings and intentions towards R. Kelly at this moment in time. What are her most current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards R. Kelly at this moment in time? Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. One more, please. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Really? Okay, so the first card that popped out was the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Next card that popped out was the Death card once again. Okay. Last card that popped out was the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. She sees him as a man who had it all, especially once they got together. Before they got together and once they got together. She saw him as a very talented, you know, very financially secure man. Um, but she knows that because of his ways behind closed doors and how he acted, when people that would disapprove of his actions, weren't around. he lost out on his Ten of Pentacles, which is why the Death card popped up right after that. She feels like he sabotaged and killed off his own financial stability just based off of, the different things that, he was doing on the side that a lot of people had no clue about until, you know, recently when everything just, you know, came out. People had speculations, but there was no proofs at first. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, there wasn't a lot of evidence at all at some point of his activities. And so as a result, um, you had some people who believed he was guilty of these different accusations that came out about him, these different allegations. Some people believed him. And, some people, because at first, I think I was a teenage girl when a lot of these things came out. And I didn't believe it at first. Um, there were not, there was not much proof that he was into these things. And, as a result, some people believed him, some people didn't. Some people, you know, kind of like speculated about him, but nobody really saw any proofs until at some point tapes started coming out and things like that. So, and then with the Six of Pentacles, she just wants to, have balance where her financial stability and money flow is concerned. Um, yeah, she feels like him being in the position that he was in, as the star that he was, with all the money, that he had coming in at one point from all of his different albums and from helping others to co-write theirs. He was on top of the world, which gave him more access to be able to carry these different deviant actions out. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the last question is also a tarot card question. What is Andrea Kelly's overall outcome, Spirit? What is Andrea? Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Give me one more, please. What is Andrea Kelly's overall outcome, please, Spirit? Just one more card, please. Mm. Mm. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Any others? Mm. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Excuse Excuse me, guys. It's that time. I have seasonal allergies and they come and go every time the season changes, every time the weather changes, and they stay as long as they desire to, and they go when they feel like going. So, okay, let's get back to this reading. Oh my God. I keep getting caught on my, okay. First card that popped out was the five of swords. I'm getting that because of this situation with R. Kelly, she's going to have to really fight to get back into the public eye and do any type of entertainment or anything like that. Because, yeah, just like with R. Kelly, there's some people that are judging her harshly as well. Some people feel like she helped him to do these things to other women and girls. Some people don't know if she's guilty of any of these things or not. Yeah, she's sitting as the Hierophant energy. I'm feeling like that was her energy, the Hierophant energy, in this throughout this relationship with R. Kelly. And then the tower fell, and she left that situation with R. Kelly. She started to have the Six of Cups energy, which is, you know, starting to have some wish fulfillment, some abundance, and money flow come through. There's a Knight of Cups here, which may be a new man. We can definitely ask the pendulum just to make sure. Then the Ace of Wands, okay. Lots of intimacy and passion and fulfillment and happiness, and Ace of Wands feels a lot like the Sun card a little bit. Yeah. Yep. It is a lot like the Sun card because it represents, you know, success, good luck, you know, passion, new ventures. Yeah. Okay. That's what I picked up from it. And then the Two of Wands speaks of a possible, you know, relationship going on with her in the here and now. Yeah, her outcome is not fully determined yet because the wheel is still spinning. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, her outcome is still being determined, which makes a lot of sense. Okay, pendulum. Is Andrea Kelly in a new relationship at this moment in time in her life? Okay, so that's a yes. I felt the energy in the cards. Okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit. That makes a lot of sense. I do feel like she's in a better space at this time in her life. And I didn't hear nothing about her being in a new, you know, relationship. So she's definitely trying her best to keep her new relationship under wraps, which is nothing wrong with that at all. She probably does not desire to be back in the public eye anytime soon after all of this that went down with her ex-husband and is still going down with him. Um, so yeah, She does have a brighter future, you know, after leaving, you know, his this abusive, you know, environment with her ex-husband. She is having a better outcome, much better outcome. And she feels happy and free. All right. So that's literally all of the questions that I have about Andrea Kelly. Definitely comment below, guys. Ultimately, she's going to end up with her star rising as well. That's what she's working towards. And comment down below, guys, if you have any other questions, you know, for Miss Andrea Kelly in the near future, because I can do part twos, but it just has to, you know, be at least, you know, at least 10 to 15 questions for me to do a part two. You know, if I do a part two because I decide to do it and I have, you know, I'm going to have multiple questions, but if I'm doing it for you guys, you know, make sure it's at least 10 to 15 questions, and I will do a part two. But also in the meantime, definitely drop your suggestions below if you guys, you know, have a specific celebrity that you care about, you know, you want to know some information about their personal lives or things that they've been in the headlines or the news about lately or recently, just drop their names down below and we'll get right to it. Okay. All right. As soon as possible. Most of the time I already have readings lined up. So what I usually do is finish those first. I finish posting those first. And, you know, then I get to, you know, the next set of readings, you know, which usually include, you know, the requested reading. But I need time to, more than likely, if you're requesting that person, I'll need time to get into their energy and, you know, feel what types of questions I want to ask that person, along with whatever questions you may have too. So, I always say anywhere between 1 and 2 weeks, but it definitely ends up taking less time than that. But I use the 1 to 2 weeks as a cushioning to give me the time to upload and put out the content that I already have. And then after that, then I basically, you know, get to the research of that particular celebrity so that I could see like what current shows and movies they're in so that I could even watch them from time to time and get a gauge on their energy so that I know exactly what questions I want to ask about that individual in the reading. Okay, so that is all I have for Miss Andrea Kelly today, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Peace and bright blessings.